This is Thicky McSticky Q, and today we're going to make some beef jerky on the pellet smoker. This is just how easy it is to make beef jerky. If you have a smoker, pellet smoker, oven, either one of the dehydrator, doesn't matter. I've got a pellet smoker, I've got a charcoal smoker. I tend to use the pellet smoker a little more for the lower temperatures. That way it's 5-6 hours usually for this type of stuff. Anyway, what we're going to do is we start out with a box right here, a box of, I'm not even going to say who it is, but all you got to do is you got to go to your nearest outdoors rip-off place, get you a box of this. This just so happens to have 5 different kinds in it. It's simple. So what it is, each one of these is for 5 pounds of meat. Now, I went to the store. This is Ive Round. It's 3 1/4 pounds. I found it. Got it, went over to the custom cut things. It's a place that starts with a P. Just about everywhere in the Southeast has got them. Anyway, if you have a decent place, grocery store that has a meat section, you can normally hand them the package and ask, do you mind slicing this with the grain, against the grain, either way. These are 3 1/4 pounds of Ive Round cut across the grain, or against the grain, a 1/4 inch thick. I'm sorry, not a quarter, but it's 1/8 inch thick. As you can see, I like them a little bit thinner. You can get them a little bit less than that. Already a little bit of oxidation. I got it today. It's been out of the refrigerator now for exactly 3 minutes. So what I did, each of these packs is for 5 pounds of meat. I don't have 5 pounds of meat. I don't have a scale to measure out my ingredients with because, to be honest with you, it's not exactly that type of YouTube channel. So what I did was I took one of these. It's a graduated cylinder. They use them in kitchen stuff and chemistry, and I guess I made it to a 10th grade. But anyway, what I did is I put this in there, and I measured volume. First one was 50, brought it down to 32 milliliters. Dumped it in here, that's the cure. Took the seasoning. It came out to 70 milliliters. Took that, brought it down to about 55 milliliters of volume. That's that. 1 cup cold water. All of this is going to dump into here. I'll start with that. Notice I'm using glass and a plastic fork. Now, it doesn't really matter what you use as long as you don't let it sit for a long time in stainless or any kind of metal. I don't like to do that. It's called a reactive metal. So, mix that up. Then we'll take our curing salt, mix that in with it. Now, I'm just trying to show y'all just how easy this is to do. I mean, I'm some Joe Blow in Alabama. Mixing this up, a little bit of water. This meat was $11 for 3 1/2 pounds. Was $11 at the local grocery store. And you know what? 3 pounds of any kind of jerky is going to cost you like $20. The stuff's like $9 a pound. It's ridiculous. So to be able to make it the way you want to, there you go. So what I'm going to start with, take this stuff, put it in here. Taking a gallon Ziploc bag. I don't trust Ziploc stuff. Well, not the brand. I don't trust the press and seal stuff. I like to use these with these little zippers on them. So now, if you kept on looking in the aisle where you found this at your local outdoor rip-off store, they have different bags and bus tables or bus boxes, stuff like that. Anyway, I get Ziploc freezer bags with the zipper. It makes me feel better about myself sometimes, and you'll see why in just a minute. Just you'll see. So, now, we got that in there. Now we're going to take our curing stuff. Let's take our plastic spoon one more time. Let's mix it around. Make sure we ain't got none on the bottom. We'll take our stuff, we'll pour it right on top of it. Right on top, right there. All right. Then, here's where the trust in bags come from. Take that zipper, or press it however you want to do it. You get as much of that air out as you can, comfortably. You know, and it doesn't have to be vacuum sealed. You just take that, get some air out of it, and then you just toss it around. And you just toss it around. You get it in between all that meat. Get it in there. This is a marinating method. Now you do have some kind like these that you spread everything out on a tray and you sprinkle it, and then you turn it, you sprinkle it some more, and then you throw it all in a bucket. Sprinkle some more on it, and then I tend to like the marinade a little bit better. To me, it feels like it gets a little more even on things. And this is the type of stuff, you know, what I'm saying is if you've never done this before, you literally can go to this rip-off store, or any of the rip-off stores, get you whatever flavor you like, and some of them are pretty good. And, with some editing magic, it has become the next day. Welcome back. It's Thicky McSticky. So what we're going to do today is, now that we've gotten everything marinated and it's been in the refrigerator, we've actually got it sitting on the counter right now. Before we start drying it out on paper towels, laying it on racks, what we're going to do now is come over here, go ahead and get the smoker started, and go from there. So what we do is come over here, and then on this pit boss, we're going to turn it on. Then we're going to go to smoke. And you want to raise the lid, okay? We'll go ahead and get this rack off from the other day. What that's going to do is that's going to start your smoke. That's going to start your auger, run your pellets into the burn pot, and it gets everything started. So, get it right here to smoke. Let's check on the pellets. We got good pellets for right now. So today we're going to run B&B competition pellets. It's a mix of hickory, cherry, and post oak, I believe. But beautiful day. We've got a road trip coming up. We're going up to Gatlinburg for Christmas, taking the kids up there. So we're going to load up the Thicky Mobile. The kids like this jerky, so that's why I'm getting a couple of them done today. And then we'll go from there. But I will see you back at the kitchen counter so we can get this stuff pulled out of the bag, dry it off, and put on racks. So what we're doing is we have racks set up over here. Now, I have 3 of the big racks, and understand that you need, especially if this is your first time, make sure your racks fit on the smoker. Or at least find a way to make all your racks fit on the smoker. Particularly before the smoker is at 180 degrees and before you have meat on this. So, ask me how I know. Some folks just get too excited about food, you know what I mean? So, but I'm going to start out with spraying these racks down. So, the only way that I can fit 3 racks on my smoker is use 2 of the larger ones and 1 of the smaller ones. Now, you may ask what kind of racks these are. Well, the 2 bigger ones I found at the local to me. They're also a mail order outdoor rip-off store. And they just so happen to be on sale. That's why I got them. Otherwise, you can go to the Wally World or anywhere like that, and that's where I got the other rack up here. And they're cookie cooling racks or whatever. Now, if you go to the outdoor stores and look for, hold on. Now, if you go to the outdoor stores and look for jerky racks, then guess what? They're going to take your money. They're going to take as much money as they can from you. So, sometimes you can go to Walmart or whatever discount store, home store you got around there, and you can find oven racks, the chrome oven racks. Get those. I've used those. You know, just get what best suits you, especially what fits your smoker and all. So, we got 2 pans laid out here. Paper towels on the bottom of each other. I wear gloves. I like to wear gloves. It's not really anything about nasty meat or whatever, but what it is to me is that curing salt just does something to my hands. So we're going to take each one of these pieces out and we're going to lay them out. Okay? I'll lay them out. Ooh, that smells good. Ain't got to be perfect on there. So what we're doing on these pans is just drying them out. Because we already going to be spending 4 or 5 hours getting all the liquid out of the meat itself. We don't need to put it on there with more. Ain't nothing wrong with doing a little Tetris while you got it up here. But you know, this is a good snack. Get out, go fishing, car trips, whatever. It's good for some folks. Yeah. I think we can move them around some more. We get to, I think we're going to be able to fit them all on 2 racks. I think so. My butcher guy sliced these a little thick. I guess I must have been a little hungry or something. When he handed it to me, he said, "Is that good enough for you?" Not good enough for me. I guess I was hungry. And you can always come in and slice these yourselves. You just want uniform thickness. That's your big thing. You want uniform thickness. Because the thickness dictates how fast this stuff cooks. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Looky, looky, looky. Ha! 2 racks. See what I mean? About making sure everything fits first. 2 of them racks. I didn't expect it to go like this, so I gotta take this top rack off since I'm able to put it on 2 of them little racks. Come on now. Everybody's a beginner at some point. So, alright. Got that good? Something may look a little different here in a second. What looks different about them? Yeah, I put a rub on them. I've got a little, it's actually a barbecue rub, but it's a Cajun rub. It's one of my favorites. So I put it on top of it. I didn't put it on both sides, I put it on top of it. So, I'm gonna let that go. Now with the Pit Boss, I've got it on smoke. You've got a P setting on this. And depending on 0 through 7, that kind of regulates whether it rests the auger for longer or for a shorter period of time. And if it rests it for a shorter period of time, of course your setting is going to cause your temperatures to be a little higher. So right now I've got it set on 4, which usually gives me about 160 to 180. You want to get it about in there, between 160 and 180. Now with this and those thicknesses, we're going to check it here in a little while. The left side of my smoker is a little hotter than the right side of my smoker. It's only about 15 degrees or so. So here in about 2 hours, we'll come out and we're going to spin it. Just turn it 180 degrees. That way, things get a little bit more normal. The height difference isn't going to be that big of a difference, or that big of an issue. So, let that down just a little bit. It really doesn't make that big of a difference, but Anyway, we're gonna come back here in about 2 hours. So we spin it, we'll take a look at everything, and then I'll catch up with you when we pull it off about 5 hours. Alright, so we are 5 hours in. We're gonna take a look at this gorgeous stuff right here. Ooh! Alright, so what we got, this stuff's not gonna be like 300 degrees, so it's not a huge deal. So what you wanna do, we'll take this stuff, flip it over, look at it. It's nice and dry. When you bend it, you don't want to snap it, but you want to see some little cracks in it. See? Oh, look at there. Look at there. That's how you know it's right. See them white cracks right there? See, look at there. That's yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now you got yourself some sweet heat jerky. This whole thing, we're at dried down, we're probably at about 2 3/4 pounds. And it cost us a total of about $10 the way we wanted to do it. So, see, it's so easy, an idiot can do it. So go on out, get your stuff. If you enjoyed the episode, you enjoy what we're doing, like, give us a subscribe, hit the bell so you see when we get our second one out. You're going to be surprised what the second episode is. So, we'll catch up with you later.